If you are looking for an opportunity that is international, look no further than Got Backup. Now, Got Backup is actually a program and a software that's been in use, and I have used it since 2015 at least. Today is February 6, 2025, and I actually just had a Facebook memory show up 10 years ago with one of the live webinars when they were launching this. And it has been revamped in the last couple of years, and they have a new compensation plan. They now have the phone app, and they are ready and willing to help you out, and they continue to expand. So I'm going to show you some of the basic promo tools that you can use to help build your team in many languages, or if you speak another language, then you can share that with other people as well. Greetings, this is Dave Gardner. I am one of the leaders in the company, and I've been on the leaderboard in the parent company for many years. I've been using their tools on the back end, and you may have heard of the SendShark email autoresponder platform. That is a sister program to Got Backup, and so I am actually in my parent or the umbrella members area because I have had that product added in, so it's streamlined and it's all together in one. So we can actually see all the different products that we have here. The email autoresponder itself is SendShark. That comes with a page builder. You may see that separate. Video streaming is called VidUber. That's a separate program that allows you to upload your own videos and to share them and to have video hosting without having to pay without even having other ads, I should say, show up on your video. So you think about at the end of a YouTube video, you see those other ads and those other recommended things that show up. Well, this is for ad-free video. They have a webinar conference room, so you think of like GoToMeeting, GoToWebinar, Zoom. The live conference room is going to be something comparable to that. They have a testimonial generator. They have a picture sharing software. Obviously Got Backup, which we're going to talk about right now. They have web hosting, and then they have other videos. So all of these are different sister programs that the parent company GVO has. And so we're going to go into Got Backup, and I'm going to click on that, and there's all these different parts. But the main part of this video that I want to share with and focus on is the promo tools. And so when you go through, you can actually use the tool, and I would highly recommend, like I said, I have now had it on my phone, and I have almost 300 gigabytes of data that's been uploaded into the cloud and is backed up. So if anything happens to my phone, all of my pictures and videos have been saved. You can put it on your computer. You can save all of your documents, your music, any PDFs, any PowerPoints, any, like I said, any regular Word documents. All of these things can be saved, and they're continuing to add more. I believe with the phone app, they're looking to be able to add and share things like contacts, so that if something happens to that phone, you can get a brand new phone, and then you can just download the information anywhere you have the internet. That is how Got Backup works, and it has a good compensation plan as well. I'll show you some of those details in just a minute. So the reseller tools, they have their own tools. You can see how people are ranking up. So the reseller center would have things like capture pages and the webinar links so that you can invite people to come to the live webinars, which also goes with the live webinar schedule. You can share them webinar replays. You can order up your own business cards if you wanted to. We can look at where our own ranks are. You can see some of the old one. They need to update this. It's been saying August for a while. And then you can see the overall leaderboard. So what I want to do, I'm going to actually open up the promo tools in a new window so we don't close this one. And we have all these other things that you can use to promote, which again is one of the main points of me doing this video. And so if you notice, we have the 7-day product trial videos. You can now get a free trial of Got Backup should you choose. So all you have to do is go to gotbackuptrial.com. Again, that's gotbackuptrial.com, and you can actually test out the software by itself. Now, you're not going to be able to become part of the affiliate program until you actually upgrade. The only thing you'll be able to do is download the software onto your device or your computer, and I believe you can save up to a gigabyte. Possibly a terabyte. When you have a membership, you actually get up to 6 terabytes that you can share between multiple family members on multiple devices. I believe you can have up to 6 accounts, your account and 5 other accounts. Share with your, sister, brother, mom, dad, your kids, whatever. So you can save all of their materials up to, again, 6 terabytes, which is a really, really large amount. Most cell phones, my cell phone only has 256 gigabytes, and a lot of cell phones are probably in the 64 to 128 range. If you think a lot of computers, maybe they're at 500 gigabytes, maybe they're a terabyte. So you could back up quite a few devices and probably still have extra space depending on the size of the different devices in your family. So there's trial videos on that. So if we click on that, notice they have it in all different languages. It's actually the same video in all different languages. So for example, if I click on it and we want to hear it in English, I'm just going to play the first few seconds.
Imagine this. You're sitting down to enjoy your day when suddenly you're...
Okay, so that was in English, obviously. We're going to go back. I'm going to click the same thing. And unfortunately, it doesn't let me open it in a new window, but I want to point out a couple things. So here's the Spanish version. Notice it's the same background.
Estás sentado a disfrutar de tu día.
And they have a couple other options. Now, I mentioned the concept of VidUber a little bit ago, which is their video hosting software. And this is the same kind of concept. When you have a VidUber account, you could do this for your own videos, and you're hosting your own videos, but you can also share them. So notice we have options here. I can download this video, and then I could upload it to YouTube myself, or I could put it on my own blog platform, or I could have it on my phone and I could share it on a post in social media. You can do what with it, or what you want with it, I should say. Maybe you have your own presentation and you're doing your own live webinar and you want to pull it in. There's an option here. You also have options down in the corner, for example. Do I want to change this playback speed? Do I want to mess around with picture-in-picture? But like I said, you have the option of changing these up. Now, each one, again, there was a few videos. Notice here's the German version. I'm not going to play them all, but just want to show you.
Stellen Sie sich vor, Sie möchten Ihren Tag genießen und plötzlich stürzt Ihr Computer.
So again, just to show you that for the trial video, we have multiple options. If we go into promo content, notice we have English, Russian, Italian, French, Spanish, okay, because those are obviously some of the big languages in the world. There may be some more coming over time. And so, for example, if we just go into the Spanish and we see that there's a handful of materials here, compensation plan, talk about the data centers, the introduction from Joel, how to do the mobile install, the comp plan in Spanish, features, so on and so forth. So we also have FAQs in Spanish. And with each one of those, again, we have the ability. Notice a lot of these are MP4s. So if I just click on one of these, let's see, we'll do this one right here.
Sí, tienes que tratar esto como un negocio y aún...
So notice not only do you have the language has been converted into Spanish, but also the overlaying template of the language, of the words, I should say, so people can actually read at the same time. The captions, that's what I was saying. I was losing my thought there for a minute. But again, notice I can change the volume. I can change, the size of the image, make it full. I can go through, change the playback speed. If I want to download the video, I can download the video if I want to show a certain clip. So there's a lot of cool bonuses and background details here with this. So if we go back in, and this is one of the really cool things too, which kind of shocked me for a minute with how well the AI transfer. I'm assuming they're using some sort of AI to translate, because even the language sounds like it sounded like Joel, and even some of the language that they use with my videos. Okay, here's the thing. If you're watching the English videos, let's go back into Now Lifestyle just for a minute, and we'll go into the lead capture system, because the lead capture system part is an overlapping tool that blends in between all of these programs that I mentioned. So I'm going to go into the lead capture system for a minute. We're going to open that in a new tab, and I just want to show you, when you go into the lead capture system, there's all different videos on, for example, creating your own subscriber list, building your campaigns, writing your messages, follow-up, so on and so forth. Well, guess what? If you click on any one of these, so for example, if you click on message or campaign, and let's say we go into campaign list, because that's obviously where you would start. You'd want to be building up your own campaigns if you're doing SendShark or the autoresponder. But if it's the the lead capture system, these are campaigns that have already been built for you. But any one of them, as you go through with Got Backup, if there's an orange button, click on it, there's actually a training video. Well, guess what? Guess who did the video?
This is Dave Gardner, and I'm super excited to be...
You were right. That is yours truly. Okay, this is me. I did these videos a couple years ago for Joel when he was launching Centshark and doing some of the other programs with the parent company, and some of those same tools are inside Got Backup. You can build a list inside Got Backup. People can get in the pre-enroll with Got Backup. They can be part of the power line and become part of the program and see some details in there. And so I did all the training videos for the lead capture system, but inside the other part, in the training videos, if we go into the LCS stands for lead capture system, the training videos in this part have only been put into Spanish. I'm assuming they're going to continue to do them later. And so if we click on any one of these, you will see again that it is me. They've actually taken my videos and translated them. So let's take a look at just one of these. I'm going to pull up randomly.
Hola, soy Dave Gardner y estoy muy emocionado de entrar en el siguiente video contigo ahora mismo.
Okay, so like I said, there I am. I'm kind of amused by the sound. Like just listening to it sounds a little bit of how I feel that I sound. So, maybe like with a little cold or something. So, like I said, those are all there, and these are things that they are continuing to build on. And so the Spanish market is one that is growing because they have a little bit more details that can be shared around. But even inside, when you go into Got Backup, I believe if you have a specific just Got Backup members area, you may actually be able to change the language. I believe if you go into settings, your account settings, you can play around with what you want the main language to be. I'm not going to go in there right now because it pulls up some of my private details, but I believe that is one of the things to consider. Promotional videos. So we have different promotional videos, again, going on in all different languages. I think these are more languages here. So for example, Hindi, French, I'm not sure what PTD is, maybe Dutch, Chinese. So for example, if we take a look at these.
欢迎来到数位时代，数据是新的室友。
If you notice, okay, so
数位储存不仅仅是
notice the language. There's a little delay in my film because I got a whole bunch of stuff up on an older computer. But notice this talking about cloud storage. The video is going to be the same. The only thing that's going to be different is the overlay. And so that overlay is going to be in a different language. So maybe JP is Japanese, NL. I'm not sure what NL is, Norwegian maybe.
Welkom in het digitale tijdperk, waarin data de nieuwe olie is die een ongekende...
Maybe. That sound a little bit kind of potentially Norwegian. I don't know if that's... I could be right or could be wrong. I don't know. So, like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff here. And then social media. Right now, there's social media posts in English, different things you could do and choose. So, for example, you can see digital documents. You can download the document. So, for example, again, I have an image here. I can download the image, and then I can use that to promote on my own pages, my own social media, wherever. So, I would highly recommend you play around. Like I said, you can get a free trial of Got Backup at gotbackuptrial.com. They claim it's a 7-day trial on the website, but I believe in talking to support, you may be able to test it out for a full 30 days. The only thing is after 30 days, and if you were to try to, download stuff from the computer, so let's say you uploaded stuff from your phone, and then you try to download it from a computer after 30 days, I don't think any of that is going to be available to you unless you actually upgrade. Now, the price is something that can't be beat. It is only $9.97 a month. I would highly recommend grabbing the annual package. You can actually save some money. I believe the annual package is $99.97, so you're saving about $20. You're going to get 2 months for free. And then if you want to become a reseller, it is an annual, so again, once a year, an extra $20 to become a reseller. And that gives you all these tools like this, all of these promo tools, and they're continuing to do all the work and do the translations. If you submit a support ticket, let's say you have a big team and you're in a country that we haven't seen material here yet, they are more likely, if they know that you're going to bring a big team in, that they may be able to bring some better tools in for you for that language. So if we go back, I just want to show you some of the other stuff here to wrap up this video. Like I said, if you want to go in the Reseller Center, that is going to be where you're going to be able to get your links to be able to promote. There's a couple different capture pages. There's also, again, the free trial. So I'm right now promoting the free trial because I've had some luck with that in the past with other programs giving away free trials that then people upgrade to later, especially once they start saving and seeing that there's protection on their devices, that they could access it if something happens to their computer. Everything's backed up in the cloud. They can always access that somewhere, anywhere that there's internet worldwide, and then they can put it on a new computer. So we have different banners, ad copy, pre-enroll ad copy. So someone pre-enrolls, you can find and copy messages that you could send them through email or through Facebook Messenger. We have the compensation plan. You got social media banners. We have different links that are here. This one is more of a promotional link to, join the pre-enrollee, and the power line. Here we have more of a sales page telling you exactly what it is and what you're getting. We have a link for, I believe, the webinar. Come invite person to a webinar, a little more just a generic opt-in. And then we have another generic one down here about, for example, how to make money, by saving your digital documents. And then the two new ones are going to be the free trials. That's what I'm testing out. And I believe this was the video similar that we showed a few minutes ago that talked in a couple different languages. So you can make your own pages with those videos as well and redirect people to these whatever links you have here, and get them signed up and registered. So part of your reseller fee covers all of this and also gets you inside the compensation plan. So the cool thing, I mentioned it's only $9.97 a month, but if you register someone and they come in as a new member their first month, you actually earn 200% commission. Joel has a great incentive to promote, and that's 200% commissions on the front end. And then every month after that, it's a residual 25% commission. So 200 on the front end, and then 25% every month thereafter. That's only one part of the compensation plan. I'm not going to get into all the details in the compensation plan, but there's also team growth that happens that you can earn more as your team grows, and as those team members grow, you can start to earn additional bonuses and matching bonuses on top of that. So keep that in mind as a great benefit for this program and this opportunity. But again, the main thing is that you are going to be using it, okay? It makes sense to use the material. And like I said, I have used this in one way or another for over 10 years to back up my content. Right now, I'm in the need for a new computer. And when I get my new computer that's a little faster, I'll be putting it on there to save from the get-go. Right now, I just have an external drive that's big and bulky for this. But because it's a little bit older, I'm focusing on the app version right now on my phone. So we can go and we can figure out who's been ranking up, and you can congratulate people as they start to promote more people. You can see the live webinar schedule, for example, if we click on that, and see when your next one is so that you can invite people. And notice they may have ones in different languages. So just feel free to check out and to go through the whole members area when you do check out Got Backup or you do become a member. Make sure you go through and click all the buttons. See what everything is and what every option is. And the other thing that I want to mention on that same extent, when you go through and click, you're also going to probably see a marketplace button. When you see that marketplace button and you click on that, you have the opportunity to upgrade to the other sister programs that I was talking about in the beginning. For example, the testimonial generator, the video hosting, SendShark. Okay, there's all these opportunities that are tied in that it could help build your business or it could help improve your ability to build your own team and to build your own list. So if we get back into Got Backup, again, you can go and watch the replays. If you want to make your business cards, we already did the promo tools. We go and we can look up and you can see where you are ranked, how many members you have on your team, and a little bit more, learn about what it's going to take to get to that next rank. Again, contests and overall leaderboard. If we want to go into the actual tool, you'll actually see where your material is being saved, and that looks slightly different as well. And we'll go through. So for example, I can go into my existing account. They're actually updating. They're always updating the software and the database to make sure that they have the best machinery and the best storage and best warehouse to make sure everything is good and going, coherently or consistently, I should say. So if I'm going to log in, for example, let's just go and we'll click on the new beta one just to show you a little bit of what it looks like inside and to see what you are looking for as well. So as I mentioned, right now I'm only using it on my phone. And so notice I have 12 terabytes of storage. The account is normally 6 terabytes, and it could be because I have so many of the other programs that they upgraded me into this. And so notice it says 12 terabytes, 0 bytes used, but that's not accurate. We're actually going to go in and I'm going to click that auto login, and we should actually see the accurate number. And I mentioned I said about 300 gigabytes have been uploaded, and some of that was uploaded from my computer a while ago, but then also some of it was into my my phone. So I'm wondering, because I clicked on the beta, so it might not be showing anything because it's in the beta and my stuff hasn't been transferred over. So if this is still showing 0, we're going to go back. Yeah, so I'm going to click out of that, and we're going to go back in, and I'm going to redo that, and we're going to go log into the original, and we should see that we have that account. They're actually in the process of transferring it over. And so they do all this stuff for you. The phone app does it all in the background while I am doing whatever. And if I take new pictures for some of the other stuff I do, I'll see a little number on the app that shows how many new pictures I've taken. And next thing I know, I'll see that number dwindling down towards 0 because it's constantly uploading them in the background by itself. And so it's a really cool thing to have. Again, if you want to protect your precious images and videos and just have that available and then be able to share it with other people. Maybe you are working with a group and you have a team share and you want them to all be able to download your videos or be able to get in and edit stuff. Then they can go in and create it and then be able to share it as well over time. So hopefully this will let me log in. Like I said, I got an older computer here. I got the video running, which takes up a lot of storage and energy on the computer. And then obviously I got a bunch of tabs open too. So bear with me for 1 second as we try to log into the existing cloud. This is where we should see that I have my number. So again, I went into Got Backup and then used this tool. So your member area, if you only come in as a Got Backup member area, likely it will be blue and it will say Got Backup up here instead, and you will maybe see a couple other different things. You'll only see a couple tabs because again, it is Got Backup, not the whole parent. Again, Got Backup is just one part of the umbrella of programs known as the Now Lifestyle that the real parent company GVO has created. So we are going to give this another few seconds. Hopefully it actually goes. I'm scrolling around here. Sometimes my computer freezes, so I apologize for that, and I appreciate your patience staying on. And like again, I said, if you want to test this out and how the software works, you can download it right to your phone. There is a Google app. There is an iPhone app. There used to be a Linux setup. I'm not sure if they're still going to maintain that. There was talk that they were getting rid of it, but again, maybe that possibly changed with the new beta system they're doing. I am going to stop this and just refresh. I'm actually going to close this. I'm going to close this, close a couple things down here, and we're going to go back and try to refresh that to see if we can get it going a little faster. We're going to go back to Got Backup. We're going to use this tool. And I'm going to pause it just for 1 second, just to make sure this actually goes. Actually, we'll see. Maybe I don't have to pause it. We'll see if this goes a little quicker now that I got rid of a couple things and just refreshed the window. And we are going to go, okay, so there we go, back into the original 12 terabytes. Says I have additional users, total 10 I could make. I haven't created any, it's just me. And so notice it's not showing anything yet, but as I pointed out, there's a download for Mac, there's a download for Windows, there was one for Linux. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but like I said, you can also get it in sign up on your phone. So there is a phone app. So there's the iPhone and the Google Android, or your Google Android's option as well. Okay, so we are going to go to auto login. I'm not sure if there was numbers showing here or if it was going to show here, but I'm just going to go to the auto login, and hopefully we'll actually see those 300 or so gigabytes of what I was talking about. Some was from my computer when I had this set up a while ago. A lot of it is come from my phone. So notice it is streaming. Notice this is now going a little bit, so that's a good sign. We see we're in Got Members and the apps, and then we're getting into files. Notice before it didn't show anything, but my old one, so mine just hasn't been transferred over yet. And so by the time you look or you join, you may see a little bit different. And so notice here is a bunch of my files, and notice 294 gigabytes out of 12 gigabytes used. So these are all things that I have on my computer, and I can do things with them. So for example, if I go into this, so for example, advertising boost, and I click on it, most of these, we have some documents, there's a PDF, we have images, PNGs. So notice we have all different things that have been saved here that I can then choose what I want to do with it. So let's say you're on my team and I want to start sharing stuff with you. I can check the box, obviously. I can choose maybe who I want to do that to, where I want, or maybe who's had it. I can share the link. I can give others access. There's an internal link. So in some scenarios, it's similar to a Google Drive, but you remember with Google Drive, you're capped at like 15 gigabytes. Okay, I believe my Google Drive is capped at 15, and I'm getting close to Google Drive limits where I have to start removing some stuff. If you click on the three dots, notice we have a couple different options. I can see the details, I could view it, I could rename it, I can move it, I could edit, I could download it, or I can delete it. So if I wanted to view it and see what it looked like, and just as a reminder of what the picture was, then I can say, okay, this is the one I wanted, or it's not, because again, it was a little small. That image was small. Now if I want to go through and look, notice I can use my forward and back button, and I can see those images that are there and say, okay, here's the one. So maybe I didn't see it first. I'm like, this is the one I wanted to share. Now all I got to do is click on it. And if I want to share that link, notice we have a couple options. View only, they can edit, and maybe possibly some custom permissions. So I haven't played around with that part as well, but these are things that you have the ability to do. So if we view only, I'm going to copy that link. So it was copied to the clipboard. Now if I click on this button up top, let's say I send someone an email or I post it on my page. And so here's the link. Notice gotbackupmembers.com. And then there's just some random code. Obviously, that's going to be a lot harder than telling someone this in words, to say, go to gotbackupmembers.com/s/7D, capital D, lower B. Send them the link, obviously make it easier. When we send them that link, we're going to see something very similar to what we saw before. And notice now here it is, advertising boost, vacations, incentives, PNG. So it doesn't give me the preview right away, but notice it did open up. It just took a second. So let's say someone else opened this. I send it to someone on the team. They have the ability to look at it, open it. Notice they can download it. We can start a conversation. Okay, that's one of the cool things as well. People can communicate back and forth on this, which is a really cool feature as well. So if you have a team growth and you're sharing materials, let's say if you have a video and you want people to, preview the video before you actually upload it, they can do the conversation. They can start making their own comments and, notes on it, little thoughts, giving you some ideas of maybe how you might want to tweak it, or maybe you need to remove something. So again, it's a very, very powerful tool. Like I said, I've been using it. It's been around for 10 years, but it was relaunched about 2 years ago. And they dramatically redid the members area and the ability to do all of these other options and, sharing and, interacting with the actual images and documents. And so it's a really, really powerful tool for a great price, less than $10 a month. If you want to be an affiliate, it's an additional $20 every year. And that, again, covers all of the upkeep. It covers all of the maintenance of the websites. It covers all of the new training that they do. It covers all of the, materials and language translations that they're putting in there, and new ads and images they're coming out with. And obviously, it helps to, balance out the updates to the program as well. So I can't recommend it highly enough. I use it on the background. It's not my primary activity, but if you ever have any questions, I'm always willing to help out, because I do have it running on the end and I do make some good money from this. Now, full disclaimer, the numbers you're going to see are over a few years. Okay, I've been with this program for a few years, but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go in. They're actually running a commission cycle, so this one might not be up, but my overall maybe. So I just want to show you a little bit about what I have been doing and what you have the potential to do. And part of this, again, so yeah, they're running the monthly match and the monthly bonus. It is the 6th of February, so usually a week after the previous month, they run the bonus commissions. So I'm going to go into my commissions overview and just show you something about how the first month has gone of 2025. Now, this is for a while. In 2025, I've already made $1,300, which is not, walk away from, my full-time profession as a teacher income, but it's a really, really nice additional income. It might be life-changing income depending on what country you live in or depending on your situation. Me personally, I have 3 daughters. They're all in college right now. I pay for my house by myself, so I have the mortgage, I have the business that I'm running, and we, obviously, I am looking for a nice summer vacation trip. I'm actually planning it around the world with my girlfriend coming up, and so those are going to be nice extra funds that are coming in month after month after month. My full time with the company, which has been a few years now, is $87,000, almost $90,000. Okay, so by the end of 2025, I may be hitting that 100 grand mark. Okay, 6 figures with the company. And so notice so far, just in January 2025, I made about 1,000, a little over 1,000 in January, about 200 in the first week or so of February. And some of this, obviously it says 1,078 right here. And 186, that only would add up to, what's that, 120? Yeah, that's pretty close to that. Well, somewhat in between there. And again, there's, maybe some people had refunds, maybe some of it was all other bonuses. So pretty close so far to what I have. So I have been consistent. That is the key thing. I have not quit. I have continued to work. Obviously, some months go better than others. The key thing is getting out there, using the tools or using any program. It doesn't matter what program you're involved in. Use the materials, use the tool, use the software, use the product. If you watch any of my other videos, I'm involved in Live Good. Okay, and Live Good is another phenomenal program to be in with because it is so accessible worldwide, just like God Backup, because of the price point of entry. Okay, both of them are only $10 programs, and they have obviously some reseller fees that go with them. Got Backup is once a year, again, $20. Live Good is only $40 one time forever. And then they both are basically $10 a month. So it is extremely affordable for people around the world to start building teams, but to also get products and use materials at reasonable prices, because a lot of the industry has skyrocketed, what things cost and how much you should be paying for them. And I believe these are both doing us all justice by bringing us real great quality products at extremely low prices. So all you got to do, again, is go to gotbackuptrial.com and you can sign up, you can register, you can test it out, throw it on your phone, throw it on your computer, start uploading stuff and see how easy it works in the background. And when you like what you see, all you got to do is click that, join now button, or there's an upgrade button, or there's some button somewhere. So let's actually go to that. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to log out here, and I am going to try, if I remember, let's see, I'm going to go direct to gotbackup.com, and I am going, let's see, gotbackup.com login. I'm going to try to remember the login that I had. I tested it out the other day, the free trial, just to see what was going on. So we are going to test that one out. And I hope that one works. If not, it's the other one. Just to show you what you are going to see once you get that free trial. So just want to quickly go in there. Notice it says my free trial has ended. Please click here to upgrade. And I did this a couple weeks ago. So like I said, it says it's 7 days. It might be, they might allow you to get in for a month and still get stuff, or right at 7 days. So once you're in though, notice it says get started today with a monthly secured data storage plan, or get 2 months free and go yearly. I would highly recommend getting in at the yearly, and then you're covered, everything's all set and square, and you saved. So notice you get up to 6 separate accounts, 6 terabytes of backup data, unlimited devices. You get support. It's easy to assign them to your devices. And then you can also become a reseller. So there's more details on the page. You could have played around with it, for example, where it says Got Backup Cloud. I did not upload anything on here because I already had it on my phone. But again, you have the opportunity to go do it. And so notice it looks similar to what I showed you before. Maybe they're a little bit lined a little bit differently, but download for Windows or Mac, and then your iPhone and Android. So when we go into upgrade, like I said, when you see the power of this, you can upgrade and choose. And when you point out either or, let's say you come in and you're going to see the same button on both of these, it will automate and give you the option to, join as a reseller and also have separate, an additional backup. So notice daily backups on top of. So basically if you want another layer of protection on top of your data that's already being backed up, once a year, there's an additional $10 fee. I want the backup version for a full year rather than just for 30 days. Okay, daily backups. And then notice the reseller fee. If you want to become a reseller, $20 a year. If you only want to use the tool and you have no inkling of becoming a reseller, all you got to do is uncheck that button and notice the number changed. It went down. If you don't want the additional backups, click that number. And then all you're going to pay is the $99.97. If you click the button, every year it will be $109.94. You can always go into support if you want to get rid of one thing or the other. Or later, if you decide that you want to become a reseller, you could send support a message and say, hey, I want to become a reseller. And then they will bill you that extra $29.94. If you want to come in at the $9.97 mark instead, then obviously just click the $9.97 button and you will see the same setup. Notice when we go down here, it would be $9.97, but notice it's $39.94. Okay, well, if I get rid of the annual reseller fee and if I get rid of that backup, the daily backup, then we're at the $9.97. If you want, again, that additional layer, $9.97 for the year, okay, that's going to give you extra daily backups on an extra server to really secure your material. Then if you want to become a reseller, $20. So like I said, highly recommend checking it out. That's what you're going to take a look at. That's what you'll see in your members area. It's going to be a little bit more limited in the trial member area than what I had, because again, this one is specific to Got Backup. The one I had, it has pretty much all of the tools that the parent company has. So like I said, regardless of what level you come in at, you can always go to the top and you can click a support, click the support button right here. And when you click that, it's going to open up, basically refresh and open up the support area. And what you would do is you would need to open a ticket. Notice it says, active, closed, and action required. You would want to click open a ticket. And then once you are inside, you can click there and maybe send it to billing and sales or even commissions. Likely it would be billing and sales. Just click and say, I want to be upgraded to a reseller. Choose and say that it's pretty high or urgent, and then just say billing and sales. Be like, hey, I joined a while ago. I decided I do want to become a commissionable member, or I want to become a reseller. Can I please have the $20 added to me? Then they will start to respond back and forth to you. You'll get an email confirming the ticket. You'll get an email probably responding, saying what their response is. And then they're just going to verify that you want that added on. Maybe they'll ask you to confirm the last 4 digits of your credit card just to make sure that it's a legitimate charge coming from you and not someone trying to spam your account. So hopefully you found this extremely beneficial. If you've made it all the way to the 38.5-minute line, I commend you, and I look forward to working with you and helping you out any way I can. Oh, and one last thing. If you've made it this far, I want to share with you some bonuses I have. Okay, I have over 19,000, pretty much like 20 grand in bonuses for you. And so if we go on to my blog, I am going to scroll down a bit so we can get to the correct post and hope that my computer will go fast here before we get to the 40-minute mark. But I have $19,964 in bonuses. And so like I said, you've seen some Live Good posts right here. I will put a link to this as well in under the video. just so you can check it out a little bit further, and you can watch the video that goes there as well, where I talk about the nice bonuses that I have when you join me as a member of Got Backup or SendShark or even Live Good that I talked about earlier. Those include things like vacation stays. They include hotel gift vouchers. They include, some training from me, some live event recording, not recording, but notes that I took, email templates, and much, much more. So again, this has been Dave Gardner. I look forward to helping you out any way you can. Go to Got Backup Trial right now and get yourself started. Take care. Thanks.